So I tell you what, Puppy is getting some world-class training right now. That guy, he just came and he's standing in front of the, come on. Oh, now look how he's not peaceful. Peaceful, not bothering nobody. The little, one guy. Anyhow, world-class training. He's, my luggage is next to the Amazon locker, right? That's it right there that you see, that little piece sticking out. Sit down. Relax. Sit. Good boy. All right. So look, and like I said, that guy, he was trying to block it. All right. Look at him being a fucking weirdo. There was a real big guy before him, and then there was a female before that. And what happened was the real big guy, he cased it like he might have, want to pick up and take off with it or whatever. And Pup barked one time. He alerted because he noticed how the guy was looking at the bag, okay? That's all our stuff in it. This ain't me and Puppy's first rodeo. So he alerted, and I called him off, tried to get him to calm down. The guy, he moved out of the way, and then he eventually went on his way, and went back to his car and got in it. And that's the real big guy I'm talking about, not this guy right here or whatever. And I told Puppy, I said, Pup, he knows that I'll let you go, like that I'll snap your leash and let you go on him. Like it's okay, just calm down and relax. So he did. Before that, it was a female. She pulled in right in front of us in the tan car, the same tan car that the big black guy was in, right? A similar one, anyhow, but both tan in color. Compacts. Are they yeah, small sedans, So, anyways, she comes and she parks. She sits in the car for about 3 or 4 minutes before she actually gets out and goes to the Amazon box. I'm not paying her any mind, okay, but I noticed that right away, I guess the dog is picking up on her energy. So while he's picking up on her energy or whatever, he's like starting to whine and whimper, like wants to get near our bag, is trying to say that something's trying to get near our bag or whatever. And I pull him up and I back him back, the same way. So she's able to get out the car without him barking, okay? And she goes around the back of her vehicle and she goes to the box, but look, and I'm busy trying to distract my dog, okay? But I turn around and I see that she got her box on top of my luggage, trying to place claim on my bag, okay? Trying to put it up for grabs, right? So I told her, I said, excuse me, that's my bag. She said, oh, I was just. And then she shook her head and she grabbed her box, and then she came and she sat in the car another 3 or 4 minutes before she finally took off or whatever. And I said, like, that's not okay no matter what, because anytime you come to this Amazon locker, to get whatever items you're getting, if nothing, let's say nothing was there, you know what I'm saying, like, that's just invasive, and it's invasive and it's wrong no matter how you want to put it. That's someone's luggage. You don't put your box on top of something. You too old to be acting like you don't know that. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. So, like I said, she sits there another 3 or 4 minutes, and she sees me come, pretty much, they're motherfuckers stupid. Sees me, consoling the dog, or whatever, like, just telling him to relax. He never did, bark at her until I had to say something to her, okay? When I said, excuse me, that's my bag, he barked, but not in his worst aggressive bark, because he got some different tones too, different languages he speak in. I was saying the aircraft above. I don't know if you heard that, but I was saying he got some different tones too, some different languages that he's speaking. So I was saying, like he did it in not his most aggressive tone or whatever. But right after her, this big black guy. And there was a guy before her, another smaller, thinner black guy. That was just, trying to act like he was coming in our direction and was not. Took off on foot. There's no telling where he went, But that's that for the most part. One of the employees inside just came and took off, and that's who I was talking about was being peaceful towards the dog, because the black folks that are showing up are trying to, are setting him off by acting like they can get near the luggage and pretend that it's theirs. In the hotel they were able to pretend they were near the dog by shape-shifting. And now that we're out in the open, there's nothing but dirt beneath us, okay? So it's much different, and they are growing desperate. They're trying to manipulate reality. Like this car is trying to block me. This pickup is trying to block me right now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did say this, but before I left that side of College Park, I was having an issue there with the pickup trucks, the utility workers, and both that thing is relieving them. That's the only reason I directed the camera to them. I've been through this over and over again, y'all. I know how it works. I know when what thing appears that it's to relieve the others. And notice he's starting to whine again. But he's probably whining because I'm compromising the ops. He's acting, the dog, without no words, he's able to act like he's on both teams. You get what I'm saying? It makes it so easy for him. It's nothing to act like you're on both teams. To act like you're both protecting and supporting me, and to be trying to protect and support your co-workers also.